Very good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and a very warm welcome to Aarhus, Denmark. Airport Breeze is safe and secure alongside on board, and we have received clearance from the local authorities for passengers to proceed ashore. The gangways today are located on Gala Deck, deck number 4, forward and midship, and this can be accessed via the forward midship stairways and elevators. We would like to remind all passengers wishing to proceed ashore that in addition to your cruise card, you must carry your passport or European ID card before leaving the ship, as you are required to show this at the security checkpoints when leaving or returning to the pier. If you are booking one of the ship's organized tours today, please take careful note of the meeting time and place, which is printed on the front of your tour ticket. Airport Breeze will be sailing from Vardermunde this afternoon, and we ask that you return on board no later than 6:30 p.m. Once again, Admiral Prince will be sailing for Vardermunde this afternoon, and we ask that you return on board no later than 6:30 p.m. Ladies and gentlemen, whatever your plans are for today, we hope you enjoy an excellent day ashore in Aarhus.
Now, again, I'd like to welcome you all to Aarhus, this wonderful, wonderful city. It's the second largest city of Denmark, second only to the capital, Copenhagen. We've got about 350,000 here, and that's big by our standards. We're leaving now, heading directly to the Museum of Silkeborg, where we're going to visit the Tollund Man, the bond buddy, because we've actually arrived in Silkeborg now. And as we go around the roundabout, on the right, you'll see the paper factory, the old paper mill that the city was built around. The bath had ritualistic meaning. The water has always been seen as a source of life. And these bogs were very mysterious. There was always a lot of mist there. They were very wet areas. People would get lost there quite easily, and they're larger when we entered the city. So I'll just tell all of you guys again what's the deal. If you look left now, you can see what's left of the old paper mill. Some buildings have been built up around it, so it has been replaced. 70% of the original buildings still stand. And that is the paper mill that actually made the foundation of the city of Silkeborg as we know it today. And Sky Mountain, ironically named, as I said, it's 500 feet tall, the third highest point. It's nowhere near a mountain, but that was where the first constitutional rallies were held. For about a decade leading up to the introduction of the constitution in Denmark, a romanticist writer named Sten Blicher had rallies up there. He gathered as much as 600 people. A quick introduction. This is the memorial for the assembly. You can see that dove on top of it, which symbolizes the peaceful revolution and the peaceful transition. On my left, there is the constitutional oak of the women, planted here to commemorate 1915, when the women got the vote. And behind me, there is the natural amphitheater that was used by Sten Blicher when he gave his speeches. The pulpit there is newer, but you can imagine how the acoustics from down there would have actually made it possible for him, with no technological aid, to speak to 600 people at once. But if you want to go to the top of the mountain, just follow that path, keep a right, it slopes up nicely. The path in the middle has stairs. Keep a right up there and enjoy the view on the way, and you'll know it when you reach the summit. What's that one?
Is it part of it? Well, you can.
Treetop,
No, it's part of it. They docked here or whatever.
Okay, we'll just remember it's behind there.
Okay. This is.
Mountain.
No, this is Sky Mountain.
Yeah.
But that river.
Cha cha cha.
Then we leave for Bryrup, from which we take an historic train ride to Bus. Now this is not a working, this is not a working railway stretch, in the sense that concession trains do not ride it. This is purely for museum purposes. So it's a train that goes back and forth, but we'll only be taking the stretch one way, and we'll be picked up at the end station. The engine is a steam engine from the 1940s, and it runs on coal. And just enjoy the ride. It's really it's a nice scenic route. We'll be going past some lakes, mostly through a wooded area. We'll be going past the camping ground. Keep waiting. I want to get a close up.
Keep waiting.
Huh? Let me get it from the other angle.
Keep waiting.
Where's the track? That's a sick man. $4. This is the track.
Nice.
56 West Woodside Drive, my sister New Jersey. Yeah. Thank you.
Oh boy, something's happening. Better think quickly. So, when the mob arrived at Christiansborg, which was at that time the king's residence in Copenhagen, he had lowered the bridges. He stood on the balcony and he said, "Well, let's hear what you have to say." And when people advocated for democracy, he said, "Okay, we'll make a constitutional assembly. You'll draft something. I'll sign it, and we'll call that a day." So the constitutional monarchy of Denmark was actually made possible by the fact that the king did not oppose the transition to democracy, such as what happened in France, that he facilitated it. But we were also, and that might have something to do with us accepting Protestantism so easily. That was, I mean, as a doctor, you would be around in the rural areas. There's still a lot of power lines, and there's still high voltage lines.
Yes, that's great.